The air crackled with anticipation. Millions around the world held their breath. The fate of the Catholic Church hung in the balance. From the heart of the Vatican, a plume of white smoke rose, piercing the heavens. A new era was dawning. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the Archbishop of Manila, had been elected the 267th Pope of the Catholic Church. The bells of St. Peter's Basilica pealed, echoing across Rome and reverberating through the hearts of the faithful worldwide. A collective gasp followed by jubilant cheers erupted from the throngs gathered in St. Peter's Square. The news spread like wildfire, carried on the digital breeze to every corner of the globe. Pope Francis, after years of transformative leadership, had left a void, a space yearning to be filled by a shepherd who could continue his legacy of compassion and reform. Within the hallowed halls of the Sistine Chapel, a sacred ritual had unfolded. The College of Cardinals, cloaked in prayerful silence, had cast their votes. The weight of history rested upon their shoulders, the future of the Church entrusted to their discernment. 4 times the smoke had risen, grey and inconclusive, each puff a testament to the gravity of their deliberations. But on the 5th occasion, a hush fell over the assembled cardinals as the smoke cleared, revealing its pure, unadulterated whiteness. The signal was unmistakable. A decision had been reached. A new pope had been chosen. The conclave, steeped in centuries-old tradition, had spoken, and its voice carried a message of change, a whisper of hope for a church on the cusp of a new chapter. The world turned its gaze towards the Philippines, the homeland of the newly elected pontiff. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, a man known for his humility, his infectious smile, and his deep commitment to the poor and marginalized, was no stranger to the global stage. Born in 1957, his journey had taken him from the bustling streets of Manila to the corridors of the Vatican, his life a testament to the universality of faith. Educated in the Philippines and Rome, Tagle's theological roots ran deep. He was a scholar, a theologian who approached his faith with both intellectual rigor and pastoral sensitivity. His doctoral dissertation, a reflection on the evolution of the concept of episcopal collegiality, hinted at his belief in a more synodal church, a church where dialogue and shared responsibility were paramount. Tagle's journey had been marked by a deep commitment to social justice, a value instilled in him from a young age. Growing up in a devout Catholic family in the Philippines, he was surrounded by the teachings of the Church and the example of his parents, who were deeply involved in their local community. This early exposure to faith and service laid the foundation for his life's work. Witnessing firsthand the struggles of the poor and the marginalized in his community, young Tagle developed a profound empathy for those in need. He saw the impact of poverty and social injustice on people's lives and felt a calling to make a difference. This calling was not just a fleeting feeling, but a deep-seated conviction that would guide his every step. This experience ignited within him a passion for serving others, a fire that would shape his ministry and ultimately lead him to the papacy. His dedication to social justice and his unwavering commitment to the teachings of Christ became the hallmarks of his ministry. He believed that faith without action was meaningless, and he dedicated his life to living out this belief. His appointment as Archbishop of Manila in 2011 thrust him into the heart of a vibrant and rapidly growing church. In this role, he faced numerous challenges, from addressing the needs of a diverse and expanding congregation to navigating the complexities of modern society. Yet he approached each challenge with grace and determination, always keeping the needs of the people at the forefront of his mission. He embraced the challenges of his new role with characteristic energy and enthusiasm, reaching out to the poor, the sick, and the forgotten with a message of hope and compassion. His efforts were not limited to his local community. He sought to make a global impact, advocating for social justice and human dignity on the world stage. His work with Caritas Internationalis, a global confederation of Catholic relief, development, and social service organizations, further expanded his horizons, exposing him to the plight of the marginalized across the globe. Through his leadership, he inspired countless others to join in the mission of serving those in need, demonstrating that true faith is lived out through acts of love and compassion. A heart for the world, Tagle's global vision. Tagle's tenure as prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples provided him with invaluable experience in navigating the complexities of the global church. He traveled extensively, engaging with local communities, listening to their concerns, and offering words of encouragement and support. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life, regardless of their background or beliefs, earned him respect and admiration worldwide. His leadership style, often described as collaborative and inclusive, stood in stark contrast to the hierarchical structures that had long defined the Church. He believed in empowering others, in fostering dialogue and consensus building, in creating a church where everyone felt valued and heard. His vision for the Church was one of unity, a church that embraced diversity and celebrated the richness of its global tapestry. The world reacts, a tapestry of hope and uncertainty. News of Tagle's election sent shockwaves across the globe, reverberating through newsrooms and social media platforms alike. In the Philippines, a nation deeply rooted in Catholicism, celebrations erupted onto the streets. The election of a Filipino pope was seen as a monumental event, a moment of immense national pride. Fireworks lit up the night sky, church bells pealed incessantly, and people danced in the streets, their faces aglow with pride and joy. It was a night of jubilation, a collective celebration that transcended social and economic divides. The first Asian pope in modern times was a testament to the Church's growing presence in the East, a symbol of hope for a region often overlooked on the global stage. His election was seen as a bridge between cultures, a unifying force in a diverse world. Across the world, reactions were a mix of excitement and apprehension. In many countries, people gathered in churches and public squares to watch the news unfold, their faces reflecting a range of emotions. Progressive Catholics, energized by Pope Francis's reforms, saw in Tagle a kindred spirit, a leader who could continue the work of building a more inclusive and welcoming church. They hoped that his leadership would bring about much-needed changes and foster a sense of unity and acceptance. Conservatives, however, expressed caution, wary of Tagle's perceived liberal leanings on issues such as homosexuality and divorce. They feared that his papacy might challenge long-held doctrines and traditions, leading to a period of uncertainty and potential conflict within the Church. A church of inclusion, Tagle's vision for the future. Tagle's papacy promised to be one of bridge building, of reaching out to those on the margins of society and of the Church itself. His past pronouncements on issues such as LGBTQ plus inclusion, the role of women in the Church, and the need for greater dialogue with other faiths had endeared him to many but also drawn criticism from more conservative quarters. His papacy presented a unique opportunity to reshape the Church's approach to these complex and often divisive issues. His emphasis on dialogue, on listening with empathy and understanding, offered a path forward, a way to address these challenges not through confrontation, but through conversation, seeking common ground while remaining true to the Church's core teachings. Navigating the challenges, a new era begins. The road ahead for Pope Tagle would not be without its challenges. The Church he inherited was grappling with a multitude of issues, from the ongoing sexual abuse crisis to the growing secularization of the West. Internal divisions, exacerbated by the papacies of Benedict XVI and Francis, threatened to undermine the Church's unity and its moral authority. Tagle's ability to navigate these turbulent waters would depend on his ability to build bridges, to foster unity within the Church while remaining true to his vision of a more inclusive and compassionate Church. He would need to balance the demands of tradition with the need for reform, to address the concerns of both conservatives and progressives, to heal old wounds while charting a new course for the Church in the 21st century. A legacy of unity and love, Tagle's enduring gift. The election of Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as the 267th Pope marked a pivotal moment in the history of the Catholic Church. His rise to the papacy was not just a ceremonial transition, but a beacon of hope for millions. Tagle, known for his humility and deep theological insight, brought a fresh perspective to the Vatican. His background, deeply rooted in the diverse and vibrant culture of the Philippines, added a unique dimension to his leadership. His papacy carried within it the promise of a new era, an era characterized by dialogue, compassion, and a deep commitment to social justice. Tagle's vision was clear: to bridge gaps, to foster understanding among different cultures and faiths, and to address the pressing issues of poverty and inequality. His approach was both revolutionary and deeply rooted in the core teachings of the Church. The challenges ahead were daunting, but so too were the opportunities. The modern world, with its rapid changes and evolving dynamics, presented both hurdles and chances for growth. Tagle's ability to navigate these complexities with grace and wisdom was a testament to his leadership. If Tagle could harness the hopes and aspirations of Catholics worldwide, if he could channel the collective energy of a global community towards a common goal, the potential for positive change was immense. His emphasis on inclusivity and unity resonated deeply with people from all walks of life. If he could lead the Church through a period of profound transformation while preserving its essential unity, his impact would be felt for generations. The balance between tradition and modernity was delicate, but Tagle's approach was both respectful of the past and hopeful for the future. His legacy would be one of healing, of reconciliation, and of a renewed commitment to the Gospel's message of love and compassion. Tagle's ability to connect with people on a personal level, to understand their struggles and aspirations, made him a beloved figure. The world watched and waited, hopeful that this new dawn in Rome would usher in an era of peace, understanding, and a deeper embrace of humanity's shared destiny. The journey ahead was uncertain, but with Tagle at the helm, there was a renewed sense of optimism and faith in the future. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.